Hello. And did I give... No, I didn't. Sorry. Where are you? I think people can be able to hear you now if you speak up.
Yay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Are we live on the internet?
Yes.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes OBS doesn't want to pick up the headphone sound, so yeah, I need to go in and manually. But yeah, we are live.
Yes.
And we are about to do some...
Shenanigans, would you say?
Yes, I would say that definitely. And we can start by introducing people. Next to me is... start.
Me?
Yeah.
I guess.
Who is-
All right.
yeah.
I am Jess or Joe. Take your pick. It just depends on how many Jessicas are in the room. Little Cup of Joe on Twitter and Twitch, and I am gonna be playing Madame Vastra. For those unfamiliar with Doctor Who, I'm sorry, you're missing out on a great character. Also, why are you watching this stream if you're unfamiliar with Doctor Who? But anyway, I'm not judging.
Yeah. Next one. Kat.
Hello, I'm Kat, also known as Cleric of Court. I do answer to Cleric, oddly enough. I will be the potato tonight. I'm playing Strax. And as you can see, I am without my helmet. I dare you to come at me. I look forward to dying in glorious battle. And on the internet, you can find me at Cleric of Court on the Twitter and various other places.
And hi, I'm Jake. I'll be playing Ginny Flint, and you can find me on Twitter as Jacob Honey.
Yeah, and I'm Niklas, and I will be GMing this clusterfuck.
We haven't done anything
Yeah,
yet.
give us a chance.
Yeah.
No,
It's not
never.
like there's a dinosaur in the Thames.
I mean, not yet.
No. This is gonna be a classy adventure, okay?
Of course.
Yeah.
There should be absolutely no shooting anything, no eating people, maybe. I don't know that sort of nonsense.
Exactly.
Just one. Shoot, just one.
Maybe one shoot.
Yeah.
That's just one. I
Couple
suppose.
punches.
Yeah, and
Like
and
sweets.
we will start on a stage. And there's a woman there, and she's singing, and she's looking out into the darkness where people are sitting. The lights are on her, so she can't really see anything out there. And then she steals a small glance to the side, and we can see a sort of a hand on a curtain, lifting it to the side, and she gasps, and then we cut to her sitting in a chair in a fancy house at Paternoster Street. Across her sits Madame Vastra, and she has her veil down, and she's telling this story about what she saw, and then I swear the thing wasn't, it was a ghost.
What makes you so certain of this, dear?
I could see through it. That's usually a good sign. And I didn't think about it. I thought it must be the stories about the opera, and I know. So I didn't pay any attention. But then 2 days ago, my co-star was found dead
Don't you say?
with strange
And-
burn marks backstage.
Were there any signs prior to this? Did he disappear? What had happened?
I did. I talked to him about what I saw, and it seems he said he should look into it, and then he must have found something, and it looked ghastly.
I would imagine so.
N-
And-
not just the the spook, but also the his dead body.
Yes.
And no, and since I was the one that saw it, it made me. I'm a little bit afraid.
You're wondering perhaps if you'll be next?
Yes,
I would advise perhaps you do not go back to the theater until this is resolved.
but I have to.
I'm sorry, my cat is having a fit.
Yeah.
There's an earthquake in London all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah. If I don't get back, they will terminate my contract. I will be thrown out on the streets. It's no.
Well, which is more important to you, your life or your livelihood?
This is London. They are linked.
As you say. Well, if you wish to take the risk.
No. I want you to. I want to hire you. They have said you are one of the finest detectives this side of Sherlock Holmes. And I want you to look into it if you want. I'm
Of
sure
course.
we can pull
We
some
can come
payment.
to an arrangement with that, I think. Allow me and my associates to examine this place. Just leave the address.
Yes.
And a means to contact you, of course. Although I trust we can find you at the Opera House.
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
prepare the carriage. I think we've got a little outing to do.
All right. I will.
Strax,
Yes, Commander.
make ready, if you would. Peaceably.
So, 5 grenades, 2 rifles.
More peaceably, if you would.
2 grenades, 1 rifle.
Good enough.
Very well.
And I guess we will make our way there.
Yeah. And
He's in armor with the suit, with the tuxedo over.
Of course.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and the carriage takes you through the streets. It's not that far from the Opera House, I think. I had to Google the map a little bit, but
Actual map of London. Go.
yeah. I mean, you have one in
Yup.
Roll 20, but I think it's a little just outside of that. Out here, I think it was.
Something like that.
So it's not that far away, but it's still early afternoon, so not the best time to just be out walking.
Yep.
Veil is way up.
Yeah.
I think she'd probably send Jenny in, seeing as she's the most human.
Yeah.
And by the most human, I mean the only actual human.
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
as you say,
Much obliged, my love. Please
of
go.
course,
Let us know what you find.
of course.
Yeah, and you push the door open, and it just growls up, and you can see there are people walking back and forth, cleaning the place up for tonight. You can hear people shouting backstage from the around the area from the stage, and one of them workers comes up. Miss, can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for whoever's in charge here.
Who's ever in? Yeah. What was the name I gave him? The one in charge. That would be Albert.
All right then.
He's
I thought-
he's in the by the stage. You can't miss him. He's the one shouting.
My kind of guy. All
Yeah.
right, and I'll make my way towards the stage.
Yeah, and you can see this tall, somewhat slender man, coiffed hair, and he has a sort of a small mustache, and he's pointing with a stick. No, I told you. That scenery comes out first, and then
A minute of your time.
yes, miss. Can't you see I'm a bit busy working? I'm sure you can find some job somewhere.
There are
Oh.
pressing matters, and they're more.
Who are you?
important trouble.
You do not work here.
I don't work here. It's correct. I'm seeking some information about some happenings here that I've come to know about.
Are you from the press?
Yes, I'm from the press.
Well, I will have you to know there have been no deviancy among my staff. We are proper Victorians, and no matter what gossip you write in that rag of yours, you can take that and be gone.
Oh, of course. I don't say that there's any deviancy, but I've heard a bit of a rumor of some supernatural happenings around here. That's the big buzz.
We will probably do sort of a convince roll.
Convince roll. Yeah. Okay. So
2d6 presence and convince, and the difficulty you're aiming for is tricky. So 15.
all right, I got 17.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can. It's about the murder then.
Yes, that will be. And I've heard talk of apparitions since.
Yeah. I can see how this could work in our benefit to allow you to do your investigations.
I imagine it'll draw quite the crowd.
Yes, exactly, and that means ticket sales. Yes. I will assign you someone. Where did I put the... Oh no. Damn it. All my prep disappeared. Because I had a name list up.
Never mind. I don't really care his name at the moment.
Well,
But-
I don't either, but you know, people get so annoyed when you just refer to them as help.
That's very true.
But yeah, Franklin will aid you.
Right.
He's a stagehand, and as such, Franklin, can you come and help this young lady do her investigations? And you can see the man is just looking, and you see him. His man has small glasses, and he's a little bit overweight, but not. He's not round or anything, but you know, he's. You can tell that these people are probably trying to keep him backstage rather than on stage, because it's not proper star material. And he's looking around and
Oh, Franklin, just the man I'm looking for.
my name is Harvey.
I was stupid. I'm so sorry. My deepest apologies. Harvey.
Yeah. Harvey Taylor. Pleased to meet you, miss. And I can show you around and help you. And it's probably more fun than, you know, pushing scenery.
I imagine so.
What do you need help with?
Well, at the moment, we just need to, me and a couple of my friends, need to look around the place, just scope it out. We've heard some strange happenings here.
Yeah.
If you could show us around, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, of course. Where are your friends?
To do this, or should we wait until it's less busy in here?
This is the least busy it will be today. We have a show in a few hours, so...
All right.
Where are your friends?
They're outside. You stay right here, and I will come and get them.
What
And
have
I'll
you...
make my...
Yeah. What have you been doing while Jenny has been indoors? You are muted.
There we go. Keeping a weather eye about watching who is going in and out of the theater, if anyone. And keeping an eye on Strax.
Drax was initially berating the horses for doing a very fine job. And
As he does.
As he does, yes. And was then very much on guard, kind of marching a patrol back and forth. And
Circles
just,
around the carriage.
yes, and just giving the eye to anyone who came close.
Yeah, I imagine a couple walked past, and then Strax was just stopping and glaring, and they just edged to the side a little bit and just walked past looking.
Yeah, Madame Vastra's been inside the carriage and mostly like kind of peering out the window periodically and staying fairly well veiled and hidden.
Yeah, and this is when Jenny comes out.
I have some information. Seem to
Wonderful.
glean a little bit from them. They seem rather busy, but
Well, I would imagine they are preparing for a show. It is almost that time.
Yes.
What did you learn, my dear?
Well, we have a stagehand, and show us. And they seem quite excited about the buzz. Thing. So I don't know if that benefits us or not, but I think we have some time to look around before any shows begin.
Yes. I think we shall do that. And then perhaps a night at the theatre? I could do with a bit of a show.
Perhaps.
So it is
So-
war.
Strax, your refreshing outlook is always delightful.
So I think the idea here will be to go and have a look around the theater, get a tour,
Yeah.
and then purchase tickets for the evening if we can.
Reconnaissance.
Yes.
I'm gonna stake out the high ground.
Yes. Just be certain you are not seen. Of course.
Of course.
Let's go inside. See what we
All
see.
right. Right this way.
And Strax is going to immediately look for something that he can cover himself with or carry in front of him so that he is not seen.
Okay.
Preferably something to cover himself with. Maybe a white sheet.
Oh God!
Okay.
Found the ghost.
You are looking around the opera house for something to pick up, or
As soon as they come inside, he's gonna start looking for something that he can cover himself with so he is not seen.
You could really just walk backstage and claim he's in costume.
yeah. I'm gonna make an awareness presence.
Okay, so I roll 2d6.
2d6, and then you add what you have in awareness. The modifier for
Okay.
awareness and presence.
Okay, so I had both modifiers.
Yes.
All right. So that's
And you also, I don't think you have
16.
any good traits that help you for this. But,
no. I mean, I've got the minor trait of alien appearance.
Yeah, no. This is noticing check.
Okay.
So, and I will go away a little bit from the rules because I'm gonna use the result you get to decide how good of a disguise you find.
Okay, so I rolled a 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And that means it's over tricky. So yeah, you find a winged helmet.
Excellent.
It seems a little bit flimsy, but on the other hand, you also know how flimsy humans are. So I mean,
Yes.
this is probably
It's not proper battle armor, but it will serve.
yeah.
Delightful.
So yeah, and you also as you walk there, Harvey comes up to you. Miss Jenny, was it?
It was.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and these are your friends.
They are indeed.
Madame Vastra.
Oh, Josephine talked about you.
Ah, yes. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully all good things.
Yeah, yes. He asked me, where is it? Where is it? And he starts patting his pockets. And he wasn't sure about how many you were.
Of course, there's just the three of us.
Okay. Yeah. She gave me 2 tickets for you.
That will suffice, I think.
Yeah. I think I can smuggle one of you backstage if you want to.
Strax, you shall be backstage.
I think that is a good choice.
And that is where I will remain unseen.
Mostly. You shall be the least conspicuous there, I think.
Very well. And he's been carrying the rifle. He'll
Yeah.
Yep, of course he has.
so he'll kind of holster the rifle. Lead on.
Ooh, wow. That's some good props.
Yes, he's quite prepared to blend in with all the accoutrement backstage.
Yeah. And Strax, you also notice that when you look out, you see the chairs that people are sitting, are going to sit in, and you're quite happy that you not have to be packed in with so
Yeah,
many humans. And
Weaklings.
Thank you.
Not you, of course, madam. Or you.
Yes, if we could get a bit of a tour of the theatre before we begin,
yeah,
that would be
yes,
quite helpful, I
yes, of course. Where do you want to start? We can take the stage first, so that
Yes, let's do that. If you don't mind.
yeah. This is the stage, and he just goes, and you can see people are pulling ropes to fasten weights and making sure that everything works for the evening. And and back here, just off the stage, is where what was his name? Gilbert was found.
She's gonna head over that way to
Yeah.
take a look at that spot and see. I don't know what I would use for this, but examine the area and see if there's anything that
Yes.
looks like it could have been used to commit the crime.
Drax is looking for advantage points, places where the attack could have come from.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of be looking just to see how people are reacting to our presence.
Yeah. We can start with Vestra then.
Sure.
I want you to make a roll for awareness presence.
Okay.
And the difficulty for this will be... What was it you were looking for, did you say?
Just anything that looks like it could have been a sign or involved in the murder.
Yeah. I'm going to say this is a hard one, so you don't want to be over 18.
Okay.
And I will also remind you that you can spend story points.
Okay. So that's a 4 and a 4.
But you need to spend them before you roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw 1 story point at it just to...
That gives you
Increase.
2 extra dice.
Cool. I need to grab another one. This giant jar of dice. There we go. Okay. So,
Yeah.
4d6. Holy heck. Okay. That's a lot of math. Give me a second. Four, 6, 4, 5. That's a 27.
Yeah. You find some odd scorch marks.
Okay.
Uh,
Do they have? Are they leading anywhere? Do they have a path, or does it just look like maybe that was left by the, like where the body fell?
it seems like when you look around, part of it is where the body was fell. But as you walk around and look, you can also see that there are another scorch marks similar to that, but bigger on the wall. So it seems like something missed this person.
Okay, so something that it also sprayed along the wall.
Yeah.
Can I see like the trajectory? Kind of like see where it came from.
Yeah.
came from?
Not exactly, but you can tell that it was someone from the wings.
Okay.
Possibly shot something at this person with some
Okay.
energy thing.
So if I look up to the wings, what do I see?
You see workers, you see some stagehands running back and forth. You also notice that it's a bit tricky to get up and down.
Okay. So someone would have to definitely know how to
Yeah,
up and down.
yeah,
Probably a worker or someone who's used to going up there. Okay.
yeah.
I think because having an open conversation here seems like not the wisest idea, I will use telepathy to talk to Jenny.
Okay, we will get back to that in a minute. First, we had Strax who wanted to do something about noticing
Where? Well, he's seeing
where the best vantage point and defense.
attack. Might have come from, and then I'm guessing he would have seen Madame Vastra looking at the scorch marks. That's probably going to take his attention to see if he can identify what caused the scorch marks, because obviously this is a battle weapon. And
Yes. So it's awareness war,
okay,
and the difficulty for this will be. I'm gonna say it's. It's difficult because you only have the energy to go for, so you want 21 or over.
okay. I'm debating if I want to use a story point on this or not. Probably. Well, he's trying to think how he would do this. It's not his usual venue. This is not the typical war that he does, but he also knows that if they've killed this person, Madame Vastra and Jenny are also now at risk because they're standing there, they're investigating this, and he has to protect them, so he needs to know what he's up against, what enemy is he facing.
Yeah.
Protect them. So it's important that he be able to identify what type of weapon is being used.
Yeah.
So he's over there, he's scratching at it, he's tasting it. I mean, he's just examining every bit of this that he can, holding things up to his probic vent, trying to get a bit of the energy that might be left. And
Yeah.
so, yep, that's what he's doing.
So make the roll.
All right.
Subtle, Strax, very subtle.
Yeah.
Licking the wall.
It's tracks, guys.
Subtle is not in his vocabulary.
Yep. All right. So 8 plus war is 5, 13. And a story point, just add 1.
Now a story point at this when you haven't rolled adds 2 extra dice.
Oh, so I get to roll 2 extra dice to this?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't realize they were quite that powerful.
Yeah.
So
okay.
awesome.
So that's I rolled 4s on all 4 dice, so that's 16 plus 5, 21.
21. Yeah. And the difficulty was 21, I think.
Ooh.
So you made it exactly, and you're not entirely sure what this energy might have come from, but you can also tell that this is probably more of a, there's something organic about it. This doesn't taste like manufactured energy.
So like fire.
Yeah, or let me see if I can. What are those called? Yeah, it reminds you a little bit about weapons that the Rutan use,
Okay.
and they have a sort of a natural shock, which you are
Okay.
very familiar with since you are in
Yes.
a big war with them. But it's not the same. This is more a bit different, and it tastes odd.
Okay.
So the rest of you notice that there's a sign of relief on Strax's face, because Strax realizes that for a brief moment this might be Rutan here, and then you no.
While Strax was doing that, we don't have to role play it out, but Vastra would have updated Jenny on the things that she observed, and kind of made a note to her that maybe they should be paying attention to what's going on in the wings during the show. She may need her to get up in there somehow later. Strax, what did you find?
This is an odd energy weapon. This possibly electrical or lightning. It's similar to what the Rutans use. It is not Rutan,
I see.
although I wish it was.
Of course. Well, from what I can see, it appears that it's come from just there. And she'll kind of gesture toward the wings.
Obviously done at a distance, so should be on our guard.
Yes, we should keep our eyes on the wings during the show, I think. Usually back here, keep a weather eye.
Yeah, and as you are standing there, Albert comes over. This is the first time the other two of you see this director, and he
was the one that was shouting at everybody before.
Yeah, and he walks up to Jenny. Hello again, and these are your associates. Oh my God!
I have instantly struck a heroic pose.
Yeah.
Because I have to be unseen and to blend in.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. And Albert is looking right at Strax.
He's our master of disguise.
Well, he's absolutely no. We are proper Victorians in here, so I will not use that word. But even if you are a bit short, sir, you are quite formidable. Do you mind if we use you as a stand-in during the performance? We are lacking some actors.
What is it you would have me stand in?
Well,
This fucking potato.
Well, if you stand in the background a bit like you are now.
He's wishing to cast you for a part, dear Strax. In the play.
Yeah, you don't have to speak. You can just stand there and please continue scowling.
Sontarans do not play in battle.
It is a theatre performance, my dear Strax. It is art. You would do well to broaden your horizons. It could have a tactical advantage in the future.
Yes, I will be able to see everything from back here. If I stand there, I can see. Yes, yes, I will do this.
That's good. I see it's already paid off to let you linger. And you are...
Madame Vastra, I shall be observing the show as a patron, of course.
Of course.
We have our tickets right here.
Yeah.
Waves.
Paying patrons. That's excellent.
Indeed. Simply wanted to observe the theatre, take it all in before the show.
Yeah. Of course, with Gilbert died, we have had to make some artistic sacrifices, and hopefully it will be up to our usual standard, but...
What do you know about that situation, if you don't mind my asking? It's been rather troubling to some others I've met.
Make... let me see. I need... Where do I have those? I want you to make an awareness convince roll.
Okay.
So that's 5, 6, 8, plus 4. I can do maths, except I can't.
Yeah,
Well-
wait, 5.
Yeah, I think 12.
I rolled very low.
Yeah, I also rolled 12, so...
Oh no!
We're competing.
Yes,
I just stare him down.
yeah, I know absolutely nothing about really what transpired. We just... Josephine said it was the ghost, but I'm not entirely convinced.
Yes, that's what I've heard. Are there stories about this ghost that seems to go about the theatre?
Yes, it's been here for quite some time, at least as long as I've been here. And I've been here for...
What other stories do you know, if you don't mind my asking? I'm always fascinated by ghost stories.
Well, there are stories about this phantom hoodlum hanging out in the wings.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes to watch people perform. There's also been some things that I haven't been able to verify or anything, but some people have been swearing that they have been observed backstage in their dressing rooms. And I must insist that has not... none of our other actors or workers here have been sneaking into the changing rooms to observe.
Of course. No one is accusing.
Yes.
But
You, you can never be too sure about with magazines and newspaper
course.
reporters.
I assure you, my friend, we are not with the press. We are simply good Samaritans.
You're not.
No,
I was told.
I am not.
Okay. Okay. So. Oh. Okay.
Now, who exactly has said that they've been observed? Is there someone we might speak to?
Well, of course, there's Josephine, and then there are the other ones. Everett has been saying that he whenever he steps on stage, he feels. I think the word he used was stalked.
I see. Might we have a moment with him?
Yes, of course. And you could also talk to Elsie.
Everett and Elsie, of course.
Yeah, Elsie is Everett's sister. She works as Josephine's understudy.
Ah, duly noted. Yes, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak with the both of them.
Yes,
Just for a few moments.
yes.
We won't take up too much.
Of course. I have a performance to see to, so
Of course.
do whatever you like, and I hope there will be a good write-up in that magazine of yours, Miss Jenny. And
Of course.
I don't know what your name is, but continue doing what you are.
He's gone back to, and he's now standing against the backdrop of the on the stage at the theater, and he has been standing there the whole time in that position.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
In that heroic scowl
Yep.
with his normal resting face, which apparently is a scowl. But yes, that's where he's the only thing that's moving are his eyes.
Oh God.
Oh,
They
that's
scan
Uh-huh.
back and forth.
Uh-huh. Yep. Madame Vestra will wherever she gets led to talk with the others, she'll pass by Strax and just give him a good stiff pat on the shoulder as she goes.
Yeah.
Like, keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
I'm staying on watch.
Resting warrior face.
Yeah, resting warrior face.
Yeah, and as you are continuing backstage, we're gonna take a small short break because it's almost a full hour. So we will be right back quite soon.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
Stretch.
That one. And we're back again. So, you are going backstage towards the dressing rooms. And you can see some of the actors and people who are basically there to be more or less human props in the background are starting to come in, and Harvey is guiding you. I'm sure Everett and Elsie are already here. They are, and he walks up to one of the doors and knocks, and you can hear, yes. Elsie, is Everett in there? No, he's not coming in until a little bit later. There's some people who wants to talk to you, though. Okay. And the door opens, so you can see this young woman, long blonde hair, sort of brown eyes, a big smile and a cute nose, and you can tell that she will probably be getting bigger parts soon,
Sure.
but not right now because it's still, a bit too young for those. But
Yeah.
okay, and
Miss Elsie, Madame Vastra, charmed to meet you.
And she'll extend her hand very politely.
and she takes it. And, hi.
We just wanted to.
My manners. Please come in. I have some tea, if you want.
Oh, delighted. We actually just wanted to ask you a few questions. We shan't take too much of your time.
Okay. Please sit down. And this is one of those dressing rooms that you can tell is shared by a lot of people, so they have probably sort of a timeshare.
Yep. One in, one out. Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll sit down and
And hold a cup. She holds a cup of tea. And what is it you wanted to know?
We've been hearing some disturbing rumors. In fact, Josephine brought it to our attention that there's been some rather unsavory goings on here. Quite afraid of a ghost, it seems.
Yes.
A bit fascinated about that. I was wondering if you had any insights into this ghostly presence.
Well, I have seen it. It's
Have you?
yes. It's tall as a man and see-through. I could tell that was someone. It looks a bit like, over the river, on a foggy morning, how the fog spreads
Yes, of
out.
course.
It's a little bit like that, but focused to look like a person.
I see. And did you get a clear look at what this person in this semi-transparent state seems to look like?
Yes. It had eyes, big eyes. I'd say that the eyes were completely black-ish.
she's gonna look to Jenny briefly. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound normal. Or like a ghost.
And it looked at me, and then it was like it started to speak, but I couldn't hear anything. And it didn't. And the mouth as it opened, it didn't have any teeth or anything.
I see. And what did it do after that, after it tried to speak to you? Did you stay or did you flee?
I was frozen, and then the door opened as Everett came in from outside, and my eyes just darted over to Everett, and then when I looked back, it was gone.
I see. Where were you when you saw this?
It was out in the corridors, by the exit. It's also close to the stairs up.
Up toward
Yeah,
where exactly?
they have some sort of a loft that leads up to the wings, so you don't have to, take the
Yes, of course.
the ladders or anything. If you have time, you can just take stairs, but it will take longer time though. So
Of course.
the management don't want us to use them when we're in a hurry, because then we might miss our
Naturally.
cues and stuff.
And you said your brother Everett is coming in a bit later. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, we would like to speak with him. We shall be lingering in the theater until the show starts, I think.
Yeah. I will tell him when I see him.
Thank you, dear.
I don't think you are hard to miss, because you do not. You have that veil.
Yes, of course. You'll have to pardon me. I do rather like to keep a bit of mystery about me. Jenny, shall we go and look about the rest of the place in the meantime?
I do think so. And while she was talking, did I notice anything like? Did she seem to be telling the truth and speaking truthfully?
Yeah, because when he started to talk about the ghost, she got very nervous and stuff. So she was quite easy to read, so you don't have to make a roll or anything.
Okay.
Does this thing she described to us sound like anything we've seen before?
No.
Okay.
But then again, you have quite limited.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're but also it doesn't sound like it's a proper ghost.
No, it doesn't sound like a ghost because it doesn't look human.
Yeah, this seems very strange. I'm not sure what to think of it at this moment. Need more information, I think.
So I guess we'll bid Elsie goodbye and thank her for her time, and then go check on Strax.
Yeah.
That's probably wise.
I hope you can find yourself around now. I have some work to do.
Yes, of course. I think we've seen enough of the place to have a sense of
Yes.
where in.
Here are the stairs that Miss Elsie talked about.
Yes.
And you can see one of the stairs that they lead upwards, and they are quite steep. So you basically can guess that they probably take up some. It's easier to take up the rope this way and then lower it down and pull up stuff.
Yep.
But
Almost more ladder than staircase.
yeah.
Okay.
But on the other hand, it seems quite a bit easier to get up this way than the other one.
The other
Yeah.
route. Okay, cool. Vastra will make a mental note of that location.
Yeah, and it also contains doors to the out to the audience on the second row.
Okay.
So if you wanted to look there, but I don't think we've had any reports of the ghosts among the audience. I don't think. Or they might be keeping it to themselves because, ghosts.
Nobody wants to be the one to call out a ghost.
Yeah. And I mean, it's already deemed a little bit improper just to be in the theater, so
Of course.
it's if we then start to talk a little bit too loud about ghosts, I hope they don't pull some of us over to Bedlam or something.
Yes, well, we shall see what happens tonight, I think.
Yes,
Worry not. The stories are in good confidence here. We shall not report you to any authorities or doctors, per se.
yeah, and then I'm gonna say there is a loud scream.
Okay, we're gonna run toward that. I think.
Yep. Running.
Lots of running!
Commence the running.
Yeah, and as this has been happening backstage, the people have been pulling painted scenery back and forth on the stage, and some of that has, been placed right in front of Strax. Trying to figure out how to make the warrior reveal during the show, and so they have been asking, are you gonna stand there all the time?
He's blending in. He's trying to remain unseen.
yeah. Okay.
This is my
so
spot.
still.
Okay.
This is
We can't have this one view in full view all the time. So if we can pull in some of the, perhaps if we have the mountains for the start, and
that will block my view.
yeah, but you want to blend in, right?
He's confused now. He's torn because he was told to go on scene, but he was also told to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And so now he's torn.
Yeah, you can see. If you,
I have to be able to see.
well, if you turn your head, you can see to the sides.
But I cannot see out front. Or over there.
Well,
or over there.
During the play or the performance, you will not be able to see that much anyway, because you will be having well, okay, people, can we have a demonstration, please? Let's make a light check. And they turn the spotlights on, and the stage is illuminated, and Strax, you can see the stage, and that's basically it, and then outside it's just this pitch darkness.
I'm sorry, you cannot do that.
Well,
that is not acceptable.
We have to do that.
How am I to see with these lights in my eyes? Blinding.
Well, if we don't, people will not be able to see us on stage, and that means this is pointless.
Then I will go stand over here. And he walks over off stage.
Yeah.
Where he can now see the entire stage. And
yeah.
I will stand here then.
Okay. We can work with this. When it's time for the third act, can you walk on stage then briefly? You just need to stand there and be imposing.
Yes, this I can do.
Good. I'm quite sure it will be a good performance, and the people in the audience will be startled and
fear. They will feel fear at the presence of a warrior.
Yes, they will probably feel fear as well. Yes, of course. I feel fear right now.
This is good.
Yeah.
And he's now in the same pose, now standing just off the stage, like in the wings of the stage. In the same pose now,
Yeah.
keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Until he hears the scream, and then he'll go running to the scream.
Yeah. And the scream is heard. You run there, and you can see a young man. He sitting on the ground, holding his neck. And you can see Josephine standing there, and oh my god, and you're here.
What has happened? What is going on?
God, it's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. The ghost bit him.
Bit him?
The ghost.
Well, let me see. She'll
Yeah.
go over.
And you
have a
can
look.
and you see that this there's some resemblance to Elsie, so this is probably Everett. And next to him there is a coat lying there, and like it's just come in. And
Everett, I presume?
yes.
Laura, take your hand away. Let me have a look at this.
Strax pulled out his medical
It's
scanner with the
it's
right-
just some sort of a bug. No, it was a ghost. I swear it was.
Strax, see to him if you would. Josephine, come. Tell me what you've seen.
I didn't see it, but he.
I am a nurse.
Believe it or not, he is.
You weakling humans die so easily.
Strax.
I need to
Sorry.
look up something. I will need to make a roll later, but you take away his hand and the cloth he's holding there, and you can tell this right away. You don't need to do the medical roll just yet, but we're gonna do it soon. But you can tell right away without the roll that this is not an insect bite, because there are some jagged bite marks. And but yeah,
I'll tell her that. I'll tell Meadow this was not an insect bite. This is not.
Yeah, and
surprising.
The size of the teeth are small and sharp, but the circumference of the mouth is human-sized.
Okay.
So yeah, I want you to make the medical roll, and it's which ones? I'm gonna say it's awareness medicine. And the difficulty is 24.
Oh. Now, under medical scanner, under my stuff, it says story points 1. Does that mean I automatically get story points?
Yeah,
for it?
you have a story point in the scanner, so that you can spend when you scan.
Okay. All right. So medicine plus awareness. Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, so if you bring out the medical scanner, then it means that you
Yep.
can spend that story point. So
Yeah, that's what it's 11, 16, 23.
23, and what difficulty did I say? I said 24. You scan it, and you're not entirely sure what kind of alien did this, but it was not human, of course, and it seems to have not been a mindless beast as well. And you're not entirely sure what it is, but you can probably say that there's some kind of infection.
Okay. I wouldn't know how to.
No. You have not been able to pinpoint exactly what kind of poison there is, but it seems like
There is something there. I know that
something
there's something there, some type of poison or something that it has been injected into the wound.
Yeah.
Through the bite. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it can also be some sort of a bacteria or something, but it's the most often when you have a bite from something that has the bacteria infested saliva or something, it's usually not that clean.
Right.
So this is more like.
Given Madame Vastra's knowing about her and the way she, with her bite and poison, he's going to ask her to take a look at it, tell her what he knows, and then see if she recognizes it.
Okay.
I'm assuming that he would know automatically that it's not one of her people.
Yes.
Because he's seen her bites before.
Yeah. This is not the tongue mark.
Yeah, this is not a Silurian thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she'll.
Yeah. So awareness medicine, and
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I'm not good at medicine.
since you have poison yourself, I'm gonna lower it to a hard, so 18.
Okay. 18. Okay. Let's see. So that's gonna be 2. So that'll be 6 on top of that. Ooh. I'm wondering if I should use a story point. Sure, why not? Because I don't think I can make it otherwise, knowing my rolls. I must remember this is me rolling, which means
Yeah, but who knows? This might be your system.
I will find it someday. All right. So that's 4, 8, 6. Doing maths.
Yeah. I quite like that it's quite low numbers, so it's not.
Yeah.
You don't
You
get
said awareness
thrown
and
off.
medicine.
Yes.
So I got a 20.
A 20, yeah. You look at it and you don't recognize the bite marks, but you can definitely tell that, yeah, this has been injected by some poison. Okay. And unless he gets some sort of aid, he will probably have some effects.
So would I be able to treat him?
If you know more what it is, yes.
Okay.
Can you take a sample maybe and like try to do some field testing on it?
Okay.
Yeah, you can take some samples. It will take a little while before the scanner manages to get some result from it, so it will take a little while. So.
Yeah. So after looking at it for a moment, she'll just say,
Yeah.
whatever this is, if he does not get ate soon, it's not going to look good.
What?
Can you do anything for him, Strax?
I will not. I will save the the human. I will save him.
Good. He's trying. He's trying.
We cannot let the girl die.
Yeah. I mean,
So he'll do that, and then he'll do the healing when he can.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, Elsie, it can't have been the ghost It's just some deranged stalker.
Right,
Yes.
Everett,
Yes?
did you see where the deranged stalker went after it bit you?
No.
Did you hear anything?
Well, I think this must have been some kind of a animal of some sort.
Of course.
But I didn't see anyone. We had there were a few people here when I walked in.
Whom did you observe?
There were one of the stagehands, and I'm quite sure the director went past me out. He was muttering about some need some smokes.
So this is out of character, but I'm wondering if we haven't actually gone up to the wings yet.
No.
We haven't, no.
So maybe we should do that.
Yeah, and then of course I met Josephine here, and then we looked out, and then I felt this sharp pain, and then I saw the blood. It looked. It must have been the ghost.
Yes, well, that is why we're here. You stay there. Let Strax take care of you.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm perfectly fine. And Everett tries to stand up, and then he just sits down, and I'm perfectly
With the
fine
extract
sitting
hand on
down
his
here.
shoulder.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
Do I happen to see any signs of maybe movement or something going either outside or up towards the wings, or if
Well,
I look around?
not really from down here, no.
Okay.
To have a good view up there, you would probably need to get up there, because the lights have been turning on, so it's much more dark up there. So you think you can probably see something move around, but it's hard to tell what it is. I mean, it can be a part of the curtains, it can be one of the stagehands.
I think I need to get a better look up there, and I'll head up that way.
You're going up to the wings.
I am.
Be careful.
And
Would-
you.
Which way up do you take? Do you take the ladders or the stairs?
I will take. I'll take the ladder.
Yeah. So, just to see how badass you climb up.
Drax offers her a grenade. Dangerous to go alone. Take
Yeah.
I have no earthly
Oh,
idea.
you hand me a grenade?
Master has her katana with her.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's probably hidden under her dress.
Thanks, Strax.
Make an coordination athletics roll.
Okay.
And I mean, this is
no problem.
yeah. I will not give any difficulties, because this is
Oh.
not about the difficulties.
Ten.
10.
I rolled very poorly.
Considering that you have what, +7?
Yeah. I rolled 3.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I got this.
Jake.
I don't got this.
Jake is the yes of this game. Amazing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You have all of my sympathies.
Yeah. But yeah, you climb up and it's quite narrow. So you get up there and as you look around, you can see some of the stagehands pull some ropes, fasten them to weights, and make sure that the galleys work properly so that when you drop it, it opens and closes and or pulls scenery up and down. And then you see this thing that looks a bit like what Josephine described. Far away at the other end. It's standing there and leaning out and looking down. It's almost, you could almost not see it first, but then you see this. Yeah, specter is probably the best way to describe it.
And it doesn't seem aware of my presence.
No.
I'm gonna creep up to it, I guess.
Okay. Creep up. Let me open that one, and I want presence subterfuge from you, but don't roll yet because I'm gonna set the difficulty by rolling an awareness presence. Uh, 16.
All right, I'm going to use a hero point. And I'll try to roll this.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Jenny.
You get 2 extra dice for, for the first story point, so you roll 4 dice. Just reminding.
And it was
16.
And it was presence.
Subterfuge.
Okay, so 18.
Yeah. You walk closer, and you almost put your foot down on one of the wooden logs, and then you pull up the leg and put it in front of on the next one, and you hear a slightly small creak, but it doesn't go that far. And then you continue, and you are almost by them as they look up, and you can see these pitch black eyes, also a little bit transparent, so you can see a little the background through the eyes, and they look at you.
Hello.
And let me see. What did I give this one?
Oh no.
And it opens its mouth, and you hear nothing.
I hear nothing. All right, I'm going to quickly telepathy, like using my telepathy, whisper back to my wife, and We have a bit of a problem up here. I found the spirit.
Oh my. Are you safe? Are you all right?
I don't know.
All right, I'll be right up, dear.
Thank you.
She's gonna check and see how Strax is doing on the healing of Everett, and then climb on up.
Do
Yeah.
I sense that the spirit is like trying to communicate with me?
Probably since it's opening their mouth, but if you don't have a
Oh,
larynx,
it's like
you can't
talking,
talk.
Yeah.
To quote an excellent TV show.
Um,
But yeah, back downstage when you have been sticking up, other people have been coming down and looking to Everett, and the director has come back in, and he has his pipe and he's smoking away. What happened here?
He was bitten
Oh,
and has,
well,
has fallen in battle.
perhaps we should take him out of the hallways then. We can make a.
I must treat him. I am a nurse.
Okay, you can come along.
I have. Well, he's. Strax is considering whether or not he should mention that he has been genetically modified to allow for things, as it is technically somewhat related, but he decides against it.
Yeah.
Because the last time he did that, Madame Vastra got very upset. So,
Yeah. Well. Okay, Everett, we can take you down. Take you into my office. It's probably better places for treatment than out here.
All right, and I will tell him that Jenny and Madame Vastra have gone up into the wings to look for the creature.
Okay. I hope you find it, but well, Everett, we should. And he lifts Everett up, and
Strax then lifts both of them up and starts walking.
Yeah. Okay. It's in here. It's in here. And they open the door, and it's a much bigger room than everyone other rooms. So you can see that there is a couch, and there's some books, and there are bookshelves, and there are a desk where someone has been writing lots of stuff, and there's a. What else do you have in here? You also have a room to a door to another room in the back, and yeah.
Nothing that looks like weapons or anything like that.
Not make an observation roll with awareness presence.
Awareness presence. Okay.
Yeah, and the difficulty will be a hard one. So
I've probably failed because that's a 4 plus a 7, so 11.
Yeah, you look around and you find a spear that looks imposing at first, but then you see that it's very, very dull edge. It will probably not kill anyone.
Well, if you push hard enough.
Yeah, the weapons here are very inefficient.
Sorry, he would expect nothing less. So he's going to set Everett down on the couch and begin treating him. assuming that he's gotten his results back in the scanner and he knows exactly what he's treating.
Yeah, the scanner has got up a result that it's not lethal, but it will make the victim fall asleep and be a bit more paralyzed.
He's still going to try and neutralize it because with these weaklings, one cannot take chances.
Yes.
And he was told to treat them, so he has to
Yeah.
do that.
And up in the on the second floor, Vastra. How do you get up?
I guess climb.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
You don't have to roll. Because you have already been alerted that there is something up there, so you're just
Sure. Yeah, she's gonna
whooshing up.
hike it on up there.
Yeah, and as you go up the ladder, you can see a bit away from you. You can see Jenny standing there, about 2 meters from the specter.
Okay.
Okay, farther than what I thought it was from it, but
Yeah,
She's gonna.
So that's-
she's
you can try to slowly get a little bit closer to it.
yeah. Now that I have some backup, I'll sort of peer back and then sort of slowly get up to closer to the specter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks at you and it tilts its head a little bit.
Okay.
Well,
Not terrifying at all.
And its mouth tries to make more sounds.
hello.
And then it shifts over to Vastra. And the mouth just opens up and still no sound.
Well, it's trying to communicate.
Yes. Is there some other way we can communicate with?
Can you understand us? Nod your head if yes.
And I will also nod my head.
Shake your head if no.
And if they couldn't understand you, then it would be a problem.
Yeah. Well, if they do nothing, we know they can't understand us.
Yeah, but it nods their heads.
Well, that's one wall of communication broken. Good.
Okay. We cannot hear you.
And you can see it just sighs and it points.
What does it point at?
It points downwards.
The stage.
Is there something
there
you
some-
need on the stage?
And it will where do you have it? Oh dear God.
Where are things? How do strip?
Well, that was at the one of the worst rolls today.
Worse
And
than a 3?
it's the same as a 3. and
Well.
it points, and then you see this sack of sand rip away, and it's flung away. And you see one of the stagehands that you don't know the names of. He just looks around and he just hits them in the shoulder.
Oh no.
No need to be hasty. You don't have to hurt anyone.
And it
What are you looking for?
points again. And we will cut to where Strax is taking care of Everett. And are you going to... is it going to be okay?
Yes. He will not die in battle today.
That's good. So that medical scanner of yours working then?
Would he recognize it as a medical scanner?
Who? Strax?
No, Strax is... Did the director ask
Yes.
Strax if the medical scanner is working?
Yes.
Would Strax would catch that he asked him about the odd device, what most other people would assume is an odd device.
Yeah.
So Strax looks at him and says, well, yes, my medical scanner is working. How? And then it'll click with him. And he's just going to kind of look at the director like... And I think he's going to want to get a better look at this director, see what he can... There's something off here. You recognize this.
Well, of course we do. And this isn't said by the director. It's said by a man who comes in from the back room of this room.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
And it's big. And it's red. It has suction cups on its head.
Oh no.
Oh no. Why? Why did it have to be a Zygon?
And I think Strax at this point is going to forget about the weakling human on the couch.
Yeah.
And is going to pull out his rifle. At last, a worthy enemy.
Here we go.
Die.
Yeah. And as you do this, the director is going to, shapeshift back as well. And we are now into combat then, which means I'm gonna say, even though should ask what everyone is doing, I don't think the other two has been alerted what's happening. So
I think the minute we hear a blaster, we'll know.
Or they hear his battle cry because he is
Quite loud.
yeah.
yeah, but he's the Saigons are. Your intent, Strax, is to shoot them, I suppose.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is.
Literally, what else would you do as Strax?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Zygons are. One is going to attempt to bite Strax, and the other one is going to try to shoot him. So I think for once, everything is within the fighting.
Okay.
We're clearly doing Doctor Who correctly.
Well, we're clearly doing Strax correctly.
Yes.
Yes. And what is your coordination?
My coordination is 4.
I'm gonna say that means that you act first.
All right. Is my rifle a two-handed type thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so he's going...
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say that all rifles are two-handed things because shooting a rifle in one hand is stupid and.
Right. So he's going to shoot the one that came through the door, and as soon as he's done pulling the trigger, he's going to grab his other grenade and hand it to the Centauran that's standing next to him, the director.
The Zygon?
Zygon, sorry. Blah.
Yeah, he's gonna hand the Zygon.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was...
Yeah.
something else. Yeah, so he's gonna shoot the Zygon in the doorway, and then he will turn to shoot the Zygon next to him.
Yeah. So probably trying to avoid being bitten.
Yes.
So, but yeah, shoot first, and we are going. Where do I have the cheat sheet? Fighting. This is really interesting because we have done so few fights in normal Doctor Who game. Because there we have a Time Lord who is a sociologist and stuff. So, but yeah, it's coordination and fighting, I think.
Marksman?
Marksman.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say you have since you're shooting the one in the doorway, you don't have a negative.
Okay, now I also have something called the Brave trait, which gives... Oh, that's a resolve roll. Okay, I'm not rolling for resolve. Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna say you will probably be using that one against the bite thing, though, later.
Okay.
But let me see, what is it?
So I have my marksman
Yes.
and my coordination, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna look. You roll a coordination and marksman against their awareness coordination or a coordination athletics. So I'm gonna see.
Okay. So the 4 LL comes in for damage. Is that correct then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
And I'm gonna roll his defense first, so you know what to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So yeah. I should also do this. So I have 2 character sheets. So yeah, he has a math. 14.
Okay. That is an 18.
18. Yeah, so you make 4 damage to him. You shot him.
Alright. Yeah. So he takes the 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay. And do I then turn and shoot the other one?
No.
Okay.
You can avoid. You can choose if you want to shoot him or if you want to avoid getting bitten. You will also have a bit less. You will also get a minus modifier for the second.
Okay, he'll avoid getting bitten.
Yeah.
So he'll turn to back up. So now that he can, at both of them, keep both of them in his.
Yeah. The first one will try to shoot back. And that's a 6.
And I have a 5 to battle armor.
Yeah. That means you subtract damage.
Okay.
9, 12, and you need to do awareness, coordination, or coordination athletics to avoid it. You need to roll over a 12.
Let's do awareness coordination.
I should have used the story point.
And is this where I get to add the plus? Oh, that's not resolve. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So awareness coordination.
Yes.
That's up there. 13.
Yeah. That means. Where is the. And you have 5 armor, right? So you take
Correct.
2 damage.
Okay. And that goes off on.
I'm gonna say 1 of strength, and you can probably take 1 of resolve.
Okay. Now, he also has a tough trait, which is reduces any damage to attributes by 2, so he takes no damage.
Yes.
All right. Yes. I'm figuring this out.
Yes. We all
Right.
do. And the other one will, the one next to you will attempt to frighten you. What were your stats for that? Now you get to use the other one, but the fear.
Okay. The resolve.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled decently. Resolve presence for the alien. $15, and you need to top that with no, 15, 19, because the Saigon has a fear factor, which means it gets a +4 to fear. And you need to make a roll with ingenuity and resolve, and you get a +2 for brave.
Okay.
And you need to come over 19, or Strax will be feared. Be afraid.
I rolled 19 exactly.
Yes. Yeah. You're a little bit spooked because these people are way too good. They are not weaklings as most people you have
Yeah.
met.
He got a little too close to that back of the neck,
Yeah,
despite the winged helmet.
yeah. And the other two of you, you have now heard a blast going off.
Yeah, I would say by now we've heard something is going down. Yeah, Vestra will just give a knowing look at Jenny and start piling down
Yeah.
Yeah,
the stairs
go.
once more to go find Strax, where that noise came from. So running is what we're doing,
Yes.
I think.
Running.
yes, yes.
It's not Doctor Who without running.
But I'll turn to
You-
the spirit. Stay
yeah.
here.
How do
We'll
you,
be with you in just a moment.
how do you get down?
Ooh. Can we just
I
like
know how I
straight up
want to get down.
a badass jump?
Yeah, definitely. Like cut a rope and like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can we do that together? We'll just
Yeah.
hold to each other.
Yes.
Yes.
That whole
Yeah.
Luke and Leia swinging across the gap. Vastra's got
Pull out my sword.
an arm around the waist.
Yep.
Yeah. So make one of you will make an coordination athletics roll,
Okay.
and
How's yours how's your coordination and athletics, Jenny?
My coordination
better at
is
it.
good, and my athletics is all right.
Okay.
4 and a 3, if I were to quantify them with
Yeah.
numbers.
Okay.
and the second, since the other one will also give the person who's not rolling in this case will give a +2 for helping. So
Okay. We're the same, so it could honestly be either of us. My
Okay.
numbers are we are numerically the same. Yes, and don't forget the kids for luck, as Kat
Yes.
reminds us. Well, Jenny sounds like she's got her sword out, so Vastra will hold to the rope and hold her and let her do the
Yeah.
cutting.
All right.
yeah,
So, I guess I'll roll.
sure.
See how that goes.
And I'm gonna say that
Oh, that goes terribly.
Oh no.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
10.
Right.
Listen.
Since I didn't say any difficulties, I'm gonna
Oh.
go by normal.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to add the 2 for
Okay.
any.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, but yeah, you land down and the veil falls off to the ground, and then
Yep.
because yeah,
Yeah. Whoops. She's
Also-
gonna grab that back up and fix that real fast.
well, if you want to fix it, you will be staying behind. Otherwise, you can just run away because
Okay.
it came loose.
Sure.
So
Well, we're in a hurry, so
yeah,
we'll leave it behind. She'll figure that out later.
yeah, and you see as you run, Josephine is looking at you, and then she's fainting.
Of course.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why that would be.
But she's not alone in fainting because one of the stagehands next to her will
so
also do that. So he's falling first, and then she's landing on top of him.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna keep running.
Yeah, and you get to the door, and
explain
you can probably kick it open if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kicking it
And in
open.
there you see Everett lying on a couch, passed out, and you see Strax holding a gun, shooting.
Strax.
And then you see scorch marks on half the door and a little bit on one of the Saigons standing there inside another doorway. And then right next to Strax, there is another one.
Commander, we are engaged in glorious battle.
So it seems.
Yeah.
I think Vastra's gonna get her katana out. because this seems like a fight.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's probably under her dress somewhere.
Yeah.
Pull that out. What is going on? Why are there Zygons here?
Last a foe. Worthy of us.
More? God damn it. A Silurian.
What is the meaning of this? What are you doing here?
So are you want to talk?
Yeah.
You're gonna talk?
Got her weapons out, but she gonna talk
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
First cut later.
Jenny? What are Jenny gonna do?
I mean, I'll follow her lead, and I'll just be ready, you know,
Okay.
if talking isn't an option.
This
Yeah.
is sword point diplomacy.
Yeah. Also another thing, if it turns out that the one that goes before you have altered something, premise or what you want to do, you can always change.
Okay.
So if you are set to I want to fight, and then someone does something that no, I want to do something instead, then you goes up automatically. So you, and the same thing if you have set yourself to so it's pretty fluid that way. So
So it can shift if circumstances in the battle or
Change,
confrontation
yes.
change.
yes.
Okay. Cool.
And the Zygons will attack Strax because, and Strax are probably
Because-
gonna shoot someone.
Strax fight. Strax attack, but he also protect sometimes. But
But
mostly
he
attack.
mostly attack. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, now I need that as a meme. Oh,
Yeah, Strax will never attack because it's easy to protect if foe are dead.
Exactly. Protect by attack.
exactly.
Yeah. So, what are Vastra gonna say?
She's going to keep her sword at the ready, but try to talk to them and simply say,
What is your aim here at the theater? What are you doing?
Our aim is to blend in, but it's proven to be problematic with meddlesome humans.
We like that.
It's as she says.
Yeah, and as for our business, I think you're not the right to talk.
Well, in all fairness, it seems there's been a disturbance here. If you mean no harm to the people, then we mean no harm to you.
Who cares about the people?
Can I shoot them now?
But yeah, so you're trying to convince them to lower their weapons.
yes.
Yes. That's
Can we be civil about this?
so.
Strax
It
notwithstanding.
sounds like it's convince someone to do something using charm or,
Yeah.
or force of personality.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll for the Zygon, and I'm gonna use one of their story points because they do not want to do this. I'm gonna use that one, and it's gonna be pretty high.
Okay.
Resolve, convince. 23.
Oof. Okay. That sounds like I should use a story point as well.
Yeah, and you can use more than one story point. So
Okay. So what am I rolling?
you are rolling presence convince
Presence and convince? Okay.
plus
Yeah, I will bring-
eventual traits if they seem to apply, but I don't think Vestra have
I don't
them.
think she has any that would apply here. She's not. Yeah, no.
No.
All right. So yeah, I'll use a story point to gain some dice. Eight. Mathing. Please hold for math.
Yeah. I can tell you that it's pretty hard to whittle down from 12 story points that the player usually have.
Yeah.
If you're doing a short adventure, because god damn it. You
Yeah.
can just throw story points at everything.
Oh, that was me mathing badly. I was like, that is impossible. I was like, 60? What? No, 24.
24 against 23, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so, yeah. One of them is lowering their...
Good, good. Can we talk this out?
Well, we can try.
Oh, if it's all the same to you, we're not actually here for you. We were trying to sort out the business with this ghost.
Yeah, the ghosts have been something of a boon, really. It gives good publicity and, makes it easier for us to stay hidden.
Yes, and it seems to be causing harm to the cast and crew of this establishment. There is a creature
Sure.
wearing wings.
And I want you to make awareness convince roll.
Okay.
But and all of you can do this one. But wait until I get to roll the difficulties. 4, 6. Yeah. Presence convince. 13.
Okay, so that you awareness convince?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 10
Okay.
for Strax.
All right. That's a 9. Madam Vasta.
Jenny?
Oh wait, no, sorry. I actually keep forgetting to add my freaking modifiers like a dumbass. Hold, please go ahead
Yeah.
and move on to Jenny while I math.
What was it? Awareness.
Convince. Against 12.
Oh nope, that's a 10.
My real number is a 16.
Yeah. Jenny and Strax, you detect nothing here, but Vestra, when they said, yeah, sure, about the ghost being attacking people, it didn't really register as truthful.
Okay.
You know it's true. Don't lie to me.
Well, no, the ghost is attacking people, sure.
Do you know what it is?
Make an awareness presence.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say it's a 15 difficulty.
Okay. Ooh, I may have just... Maybe? 15.
So you just made it. The scorch marks on Strax's armor and behind him are very similar to the ones at the scene of death.
Okay. Her mind is working right now, wondering if perhaps the ghostly thing is not in fact real at all, but a convenient little excuse. Are you responsible for the murders in this place?
And both of them are looking at each other and they're looking at you. And
If so, you're doing very sloppy work.
and they
done
just
talking.
growl, and they growl, and we are on it since you convinced them to put it down, and we are now in a new. What are you gonna do?
I think she's done talking, so I think just gonna deal with these guys.
Yeah,
We're going to kill them.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
We're just going to fight them and murder.
Jenny, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I was waiting for the
Yeah.
waiting for the okay.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna.
we tried to talk this out. Zygon's
tried.
gonna Zygon.
Talking to them never does any good.
Yeah, and to speed it up a little bit, I'm gonna open the Saigon and the copy of Saigon. And make 2 rolls. Which one are you aiming for? Strax?
Oh, Strax is going to aim for the one that that he shot earlier.
Okay. Jenny?
I have my sword out, and I will get ready to swing at whoever's closest to me or Vastra.
Okay, the one's closest to you is probably the one next to Strax.
Okay then.
Vastra?
She's gonna deal with the one that she was talking
Okay.
to.
This the one, the former director.
Yes.
So, Drax, we're gonna start with you because it makes sense for Strax to act first in combat.
Gosh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So marksman plus coordination.
Yes, and you want to get over 12.
Okay.
And also, any roll you make, you can spend story points on, just so you know.
Right.
It isn't
That's a 15.
a 15.
So and they'll take the 4 from the rifle.
Yeah. You shoot it and it falls down to the floor. And I'm gonna say it burns up part of its face. And it's just falling down and have trouble getting up.
So then he'll turn and face the one that was closest to him, and he's ready to
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably... We're gonna say it's Jenny's turn then.
All right then. If that one has already fallen, can I turn to the other?
No, the one that's fallen was the one that was in the doorway.
Oh,
The way-
okay. Well then, I will take a swing with my sword. What is that?
Yeah. And the sword is... God damn it. Why does the PDF keeps changing? It's strength and fighting.
Okay.
And it's against... Let me see. I didn't realize it was different. But of course it is. Coordination. Oh, it's strength. Strength fighting. So it's... Then it's... $18.
All right. I'll use a story point.
Okay, so 2 extra die.
That's so bad. Okay. 3, 7. So that's a 14.
Yeah, you swing your sword and they just hits it off, and it cuts off one of the mollusks thing on their arms, but they are not harmed by it. And Vestra?
Yep. She's going to take a swing with her katana.
Yep, and it's also 18 because I'm using the same roll.
Okay. And I assume strength and fighting is probably
Yes.
what she
Yes.
needs here. Okay. On the katana, it's got some numbers next to it.
Yes,
What is
it
what
means
is that?
it means that on just a normal success, you know, just a number and 3 above, it
Okay.
makes 4, and then the next one after that it makes 8, and then if you get a fantastic where you know you are 9 plus.
Okay, so those
then
are the damage numbers?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I just wasn't 100% sure. Cool. Alright, so that's 8. 16.
16, and it had 18,
Ugh,
so you missed.
lost. I tried.
Yeah. And the Saigon that's standing up is going, get up, Cassock. Are you gonna let this worthless scum? And then he's going to jump towards Strax to make a bite attack. 5, 9. 12. 16
All right.
against if you're gonna dodge, it's coordination fighting, or it's strength and fighting if you want to block.
Let's go with strength and fighting because he's gonna block.
Yep.
All right. 7 plus 11, 18.
18, yeah. It lunges forward and you just put up your rifle and just against its neck and just pushing it back. And we're back at the other one. What are you gonna do now? Are you continue fighting?
Yeah.
I think we're locked in
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Unless one of them wants to chill out.
No. Let's see. I really should have done some pre-mats on this. For good. So dodge, it's coordination fighting. Let's go with that one. Yep, so you need to roll over 16.
Okay.
Except you, I think, because you had shooting is coordination, athletics. So you have 15 strikes to beat.
Okay. And I'm doing marksman coordination.
Yes.
All right.
I assume you are doing
I
it.
think he's going to use a story point.
Yeah.
Just because he Strax in battle and
Yeah. Which one are you aiming at, by the way? Are you aiming at the one flailing on the ground, or are you aiming at the one that's attacking you?
the one that's been attacking me.
Yeah.
And that's not 9, 14, 18.
18, yeah. So it takes 4 damage. And I'm gonna actually...
Yeah, the one that's on the ground, he doesn't see as a worthy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna... so... you shoot this one right in the chest and it just burns and he's just leaping a little bit backwards and going... Ah! It looks a bit like you have, poured some acid on him or something. Yeah. And
Strax
Jenny?
is very happy.
All right, then at
16.
that point,
Or do you want to change what you're gonna do?
I just want to keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's swinging the sword is coordination fighting,
Okay.
I think, or is it strength fighting? I need to
I
look.
think before you said strength fighting.
Yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, strength fighting is probably. Otherwise, the coordination is probably a little bit overpowered.
All right. I'm gonna use another hero point. All right. Wow, that one was a lot. So, yeah, 25 on that one.
Damn it. 25 against 16. Yeah, that's 9 over.
All right.
So you do 7 damage.
Ooh. Insert that's my wife meme. That's my wife.
Yeah, and
Now we've got them.
yeah, you chop off one of their arms,
Ooh.
and it's falling down, and you also see how it, on the downstroke, the sword also hits the knee, so they just wobbles down, and then they go, "We surrender! We surrender!"
Okay.
What do you want to do?
If they are
Shoot them?
looking like they really want to stop fighting, Vastra's not going to attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks like they want to give up because they are, at least one is very badly hurt.
Yeah, she'll keep the other one at sword point just to
Yeah.
discourage
Mhm.
any funny business.
Going on
Strax
to
is
stand
yelling
down.
at them.
Yeah.
Coward!
Yeah. So what they are, giving up because
All right.
Strax,
To kill one of them as a lesson.
and then you notice that the other one is still alive. It's just lying on the ground unconscious.
Maybe we
I
could
don't
get
suppose you
a
could be-
bit more information from them.
Yes. We rather need to interrogate them first. Strax, dear.
Then we can kill them.
Perhaps.
And we're gonna take a small break before we finish up. Because I need to get something fast to eat because my stomach is killing. But yeah, we'll see each other soon. Real soon, because we don't have that much game left. But
Go hydrate. Go
Yes.
stretch.
hydrate, stretch.
I'll go do those
Breaks are not
things.
just for us. They're for you.
And we're back from the break. Woohoo!
Yay!
So we were interrogating them.
Yep. I think that was the plan.
So one of you is...
That was Vastra's plan.
Right. Well,
Yeah. While Vastra is interrogating, what are Jenny and Strax doing?
I will be aiding in the interrogation, and I'll just be, holding my sword out, looking
you're
as
asking very
intimidating.
politely, with swords pointed at them.
Yes.
Drax is standing over the unconscious one with the rifle
Oh no.
Yeah.
Of course.
pointed down at them.
Yeah.
And basically, he's probably quiet for Strax, muttering at them about being cowards and they should stand up.
Yeah.
Quiet for Strax, so everyone in the room can hear it perfectly clearly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, I'm going to politely press you for answers. And if you don't answer honestly, I'm going to press you with my sword. So, would you care to explain exactly what is going on here?
As I was saying, honestly, we were just hiding.
From what?
These people! I mean,
Just people?
well, there might be people looking after us as well, but they are not here, and we want to keep it that way.
Do go on about that. I'm very curious.
It's nothing to be curious about.
Are you on the run from someone?
The Yudun. I don't know if you have encountered them, but you don't want them finding where you are. And on the other hand, the people on that planet doesn't want you to find where you are. So really, I think us killing a human here and there is probably in their best interest.
Would I know what those are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think Strax would definitely know what those are.
Yeah.
I don't know if Vastra does.
I don't think so. I just,
She's mostly terrestrial,
yeah.
so
And mostly encounter
You said
things
you-
very far back. So.
yeah.
You said the Yadun, right?
Yeah. They're the...
Aren't those like rhino
Yeah.
mercenary murdery
Oh, okay.
guys
Yeah.
that will
Oh,
crash an
yeah.
entire planet just to hit
Yadun.
one target?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And Strax is going, a truly worthy opponent, unlike you.
Strax, what do you know about the Jadun?
They provide the They're the security force, police force, galactic
Yeah.
police force, essentially.
Mercenary police.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Good
are.
difference.
They are the ones responsible for keeping the police throughout the galaxy, universe. They hunt down the criminals, those who've committed. You are wanted by the June. We should execute them. They will take us.
Taking that with a grain of salt. What would they do if they found you here?
Well,
Taking
They
too
will
long. Strax, what would they do if they found them here?
They will execute them.
and
Alright.
possibly some
It will be more
collateral.
painful than the way than I would. stand up. I will give you a glorious death in battle, as opposed to being executed like a cowardly child by the June.
I've heard that they sometimes take prisoners. I'm gonna take my chance and be a prisoner.
Well then, perhaps we should report you to the Jadoon.
No!
You are not telling me everything. Why are you killing people here if you're trying to blend in? That seems rather counterintuitive. Do you not think?
Yeah, but they were snooping around and being awfully close to exposing us. I do not want that. And if the Jadoon found out, they would come here and there would be collateral damage and more people would die than just us. And so really, it is in their best interest to die.
Seems in our best interest to just hand you over.
It is true that the Jejun would come in and they would kill everyone here.
Everyone here, as in...
Everyone here within at least the building, possibly the entire city. Possibly.
Maybe. Possibly the entire planet. Whatever.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a feeling that this is what Strax would do if he was a Jadoon, rather than...
Sure. So it's actually fairly peaceable. He's low-key for a Sontaran.
Yeah.
Does everything. Right. All right. Well, we can't have that. You cannot continue killing humans, no matter how close they get to exposing you. They don't know any better.
Okay.
I'm not going to know what to do with you.
But we have that other problem then. The disguise.
Yes.
We need to have, fresh readings of... So...
So you need someone to disguise yourselves as, yes?
Yes. And for the moment we only have one.
She's gonna... Everett's still in the room, isn't he? He's just, hella unconscious.
He's just unconscious, yes.
Yeah. She's gonna glance to that poor man on the sofa.
Yes, of course. 1.5.
Meaning what, exactly?
Well, he's not in the machine yet.
Give us just a moment, if you don't mind. She'll smile. Charmingly?
I'm...
The tongue flickers out.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go anywhere, dear. I want to talk to you. So... Gonna huddle the gang. And decide, well, we know Strax wants to kill them, so,
But they're not the ones doing the biting, though.
No. That
There's
is
still that
still...
problem.
We
What?
still need to learn about that.
And they're not forthcoming about the ghost, so I'm wondering if perhaps they're not related?
Either way, we can't
well,
have them killing people.
Strax, you were awfully close to one of them when they changed and launched. They have the same bite teeth marks that are on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the Solaran are I'm sorry,
Saigon.
Zygon. Mm.
Yeah.
These aliens.
He has issues. Um, so the Zygons are the ones fighting them, but there's still the issue of the ghost, because it sounds like the Zygons don't know about the ghost, but maybe the ghost knows about the Zygons.
Or the Zygons are lying.
That's probably the most likely.
Yes.
Okay. So in Strax talk, that's,
Kill them.
yes, kill them all. Then you have no more problems.
Right. Well, it is the most direct approach. Best just trying to be better about the not killing people thing.
Yes.
Well. All right. Just turn back around to face our good friend.
Yeah, and as you turn back, you can see the Saigon is trying to, sneak out from the door.
I'll
Can I shoot
have
him
my
now?
sword and
Yeah.
I really would recommend you try to cooperate if you like keeping those tiny little suckers in place.
Now we have an
Oh, we're
arms.
doing that, are
We have a hissing arms race.
Yeah, we have a hissing match for a moment or two. She'll
Yeah.
put herself back to rights.
Do you know what that ghost creature is, or do you not?
No. It's been rumors, and it's been here as long as we have. We have just been here for about 5 months.
Well then. We really haven't time for you, I suppose. We've at least figured out who is murdering people, it seems.
I mean, it's just humans.
and I hold my sword closer to his throat.
I will thank you not to speak of my wife's race in such a manner.
Sword is also out. Hey, we got a raid.
My mistake. Yay! Hello! Just in time for us to finish.
It's time for us to murder these Zygons and get on. I mean, what?
Yeah. Well,
She doesn't have tolerance for these guys, so I think we're just gonna
yeah.
fight them to the death.
You're gonna fight them to the death?
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna take them out because I don't think Vaster likes the idea that the Jadoon may come looking for them.
You also have the problem of where to lock them in or dispose of them, and so
We'll deal with that.
It's basically quite easy to just do as Jack the Ripper, but without the eating.
Yep.
And as you do this, you also notice that in the other room, you see some machinery.
Yep. Gonna have to take care of that too.
And you see the opera house directors lying in one of sort of a cocoon-like thing.
I'll walk up to the cocoon.
We
Yeah.
should get that poor man out of there.
Yes.
Once he receives the all clear, once Strax receives the all clear from Vastra, he'll go ahead and heal. Everett.
Yeah. You have been able to, from the Saigons, you can, get a proper reading on the venom and produce a quick antitoxin.
Yep.
And in the other room, when you open the cocoon and what was his name? Albert?
Yeah.
Stumbles out and what? Who are you?
Friends.
Friends.
I remember opening the back door and there was this big red.
Just a bad dream. Don't worry too much about it.
Okay.
You've had quite a time. Rather nasty
And
encounter.
what is this gook? I mean, it's. What are these? I'm confused.
Yes, you've had a bit of an infestation. We are taking care of the pests for you. Don't worry about it. Perhaps we should get you to the dressing room. You can clean up and get a
Yes. And he opens the door, and what does he see out in the other room?
Drax will be working on Gareth. He'll stand up and he'll assume the pose again. And will you still need me?
Oh, and Albert will faint.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
We'll set him up somewhere comfortable.
Yeah. Also, I mean,
Everett.
he was quite lucky that he just saw Strax and not, the dead bodies of the Cygons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since she doesn't have her veil, Vastra is making
Yeah.
of her ladies' fan to keep these hidden.
Yeah.
So I think we need to clean up we need to stash the bodies somewhere or
Yeah,
destroy them.
Yes.
Yeah, Strax will take care of that. That's kind of
Yeah.
Clean up,
part of
clean
his
up.
butlering.
Yeah. Also,
Taking out the trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuffing the Cygons into the pods and then wheeling those out. I mean, it's
Dealing with the rubbish.
yeah. And as this happens, as you walk out,
Go check on that ghost, I think.
yeah,
Yes. I'm gonna try to hurry up that way if I can.
yeah. You see the ghost on the bottom floor this time,
Okay.
far away, and it's walking along the wall towards the dressing rooms.
Okay. I'm just going to trail it and sort of. Does it seem like it's like aggressive or curious or?
It doesn't seem aggressive, no.
Okay, I'll approach the ghost then
Yeah.
again.
Are you trying to do it sneakily, or are you just following it?
I'm just going to slowly approach it, very like non-aggressively, but not sneaking.
Yeah, and as this happens, it looks at you. It cocks its head a little bit, and then it just motions.
I'll approach slowly.
Yeah, and then
And kind of
and then
look
it's
back
and then it goes further down, and it goes in, and you can see it goes up to a door. It doesn't seem like it's one of the dressing rooms that are being used. At least not by the actors. And then it just walks through.
I'll convey this telepathically to Vastra.
Yeah, Vastra will collect her veil and then
Yeah.
dash to catch up with Jenny.
Yeah, and you catch up right when the ghost just walks through the door. And
I'll look
What's
over.
going on here?
The ghost seems to have
yeah,
ushered me this way.
Interesting. She'll open the door and gently push it in.
yeah, and you see that this is probably a way where people take small naps and stuff. And the ghost is standing there, looking at you as you open the door. And on a couch, you see Harvey Taylor, stagehand. And then the ghost nods at you. Then it goes up to Harvey, and then it just sort of floats away into him. And Harvey wakes up.
Hello?
Hi.
Who are you?
Harvey Taylor?
Do I believe him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a little something you'd like to tell us?
Right. Yeah, I probably have a few minutes. It was. I don't know where he's from, but it was sort of something that crashed a few years ago, and he needed help surviving, so I offered, and well, it's usually I forget after a few minutes, so I don't. But after each time he goes in, I remember for a little while. But so I'll take this brief. He needs a body to survive, and I offered mine.
I see.
He just seemed to like the opera, though. So
It doesn't like the opera?
it does like.
Oh.
Well, that's fortunate, at least.
Yeah, he probably guided me here, and I mean, people like me, and I get a good job, and
Is it looking for a way back home?
I don't think it can go home. The ship, I think it called it the ship is broken.
Do you know where it is?
I think it's on the bottom of the Thames by now.
You are working with the Centaurans. Zygons.
What?
Jeez.
What?
He wants to know if the creature was working with the Zygons. It was looking for bodies. Zygons take bodies.
No.
No, Strax. No.
It's mutual, I think. It helps me. I since it joined with me, I'm be feeling a bit more healthy.
He'll put the rifle away.
I had a
Are you
terrible cough
satisfied
before.
with the arrangement then?
Mostly he just comes out whenever I'm sleeping, so.
Well then.
And then you see his eyes. And he shakes it. Do you also want to use this room for a nap? I can leave.
No, please continue. We were just checking to ensure everything was all right here. It's been a bit of a disturbance, but
Yes.
no need to worry. We shall leave you to it.
Okay, I will.
Thank you again for your help today.
You're welcome. You're welcome, miss.
Of course. Jenny, Strax, I think our work here is done. Let's go home.
I think so.
Did you find the ghost?
Something like that.
Okay.
At any rate, there shan't be any further harm done to the people here, I think.
It's a friendly spirit, I believe.
Yes. Quite.
Okay. If you say so. I think I should go work. We have a show to put on.
Oh, yes. Come to think, what do you think about taking in a show tonight, Jenny?
I'd love that.
Oh, then. Strax, I don't know that opera is entirely your thing, but
Drax straightens up his helmet and starts walking back towards the stage.
oh, that's right. You've been cast in role.
You have duties.
Yeah.
Break a leg, not
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Oh.
It means good luck.
So you don't want me to break somebody's leg?
No,
No, Strax.
no.
If you do, just let me know.
Merely think about it.
And he grins.
Oh
Yeah.
Well,
I'm thinking Jenny and Vastra is sitting in the audience. They got pretty good seats. And I'm thinking someone convinced Strax to stand on sort of a thing with with some wheels on it. I mean,
Oh boy.
I would have.
yeah, and they probably just used the you will seem taller, probably.
It's the
You
whole
just roll him around the stage.
Yeah, and then they
He's a stand-in, so he's going to stand in this.
yeah, and then they during the one of the sceneries they just pull that one in, so he's just coming in with his horns helmet just rolling by in the background.
And it's because he's so heavy and dense with the battle armor. There's like 5 guys on
yeah. Yeah.
trying to pull him. He's just like
Strax's big theater debut.
no, he's very proud, very happy.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Bravo, guys.
Close.
Yay.
That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think about this today? So we can start with Jake this time because we ended
All
with
right.
you.
Hi, I'm Jake. I make art and yell about games that I like, and you can find me on Twitter at Jacob Honey. And if you're in the States, vote November 6th.
Yes, please. I'm not in the States, but god damn it, I have friends there.
You do nothing else.
Yeah. So, Kat, same question.
I'm Kat, also go by Cleric. You can find me on Twitter at Cleric of Cord. On Tuesday nights, you can find me on Twitch TV at Madbird Games, where I'm playing in a homebrew 5e all evil campaign with my tiefling draconic bloodline sorcerer.
Ooh.
She has family issues.
If
She's
it's
a D&D character. Isn't that a matter of course?
Well, tiefling draconic bloodline, it gets complicated.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah,
So,
I would say if it's an evil campaign, you don't have family issues, you're probably doing it a little bit wrong.
point. That's a fair point. But we're on Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And also here and there on various channels, you'll find me doing one-shots. And those I will tweet about as they come up. And I love this. This was my first time using this system. It was my first time with a Doctor Who game. I got to be a potato, and that makes me so happy because Strax truly is my of all the Doctor Who. Yes, Drax has always been a favorite, and so Nicholas, thank you for inviting me to play and letting me play, and I had a blast. And thank you, Jess and Jake, for playing with. You guys are
Yes, it was so much fun.
Jenny and Madame Vastra. Anyone?
You're an amazing Strax. It was so much
10 out
fun.
of 10.
Yes.
And thank you, everybody that came and watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, me. I'm Jess. You can find me on Twitter at Little Cup of Joe or on Twitch at Little Cup of Joe. I stream on the weekends mostly visual novels, and I have a the big deal is every other Sunday I'm streaming a Ryutama original campaign in the style of JRPGs. Nicholas is one of my fabulous players.
Yay.
It's heartwarming and wholesome and delightful, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it out of each session without crying at least a little. I'm in a bunch of TTRPG shows on various channels. Just follow me on Twitter if you aren't already. That's probably the best place to find out what the heck I'm doing and when. This was fantastic. I've been wanting to play the Doctor Who RPG for literally like a year and a half. And I could not have found a better way to do it than to be one of my favorite characters in Doctor Who.
Yes.
I love this crime-solving lizard lady.
Yeah.
This is very good.
And I'm Niklas. You can find me at Nyvinter at basically everywhere except a few places where it's Niklas. You can find me in Ryutama game where I play a traveling librarian that has constantly.
We'll be playing next Sunday. In fact.
Yes.
I
Same
was
time
just
as
gonna ask that.
same time as this one, basically.
Yep.
The mildew has constant snow in his hair.
He's so cute.
This was a lot of fun, and it's a little bit more stressful than the most of the things I've been streaming so far because most of the things I've been streaming here has been narrative, or I've been except perhaps Stars Without Numbers, which is an sort of an OD&D clone with a skill system from Traveler, but I've been approaching it very narratively. But this is has been really fun, and I should make a shout out to Lynette, who gave me the Paternoster investigations book for a birthday gift. So, thank you. And next week it's on Jess's channel, and the week after that I hope we will be back with the Stars Without Number campaign here. So I will see you then, hopefully, and bye.
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 Bye.